Hey, what's up, Cancer? Welcome to the channel. It's Robin here with AriesFireTarot. Thanks for joining today. So it's time for June 2020 bonus tarot card reading, you guys. And this just means I find something completely different to do once a month, just to give a little bit more insight into your journey. So I found this inner child tarot card spread on the web, and I'm pairing it with the Witch's Tarot deck to do this reading for you. So this reading is good for any time you find it, just like any other reading I post for you guys. So hopefully it resonates and it's interesting. And yeah, anyway, guys, I really appreciate all the comments and everyone subscribing to the channel. So keep it coming. And I just wanted to say thank you once again, because I do appreciate you guys being here so much. All right, so I did drop a card on the floor while I was doing the intro and the shuffle, so I'm going to stop and pick that up, and we're going to actually use it for the first card in the reading, which is the personality of your inner child. So give me un momento. Here we go. The personality of your inner child. So we have the Empress here, you guys. And I think I pulled this for another sign. I'm seeing a lot of recently, like, signs seem to be like teaming up a little bit to share experiences. And of course you do, right? So this could be somebody that's a member of your soul family. Excuse me with the hair. So anyway, back to you. The personality of your inner child is the Empress. And the Empress is like really open to new things, and she actually births new ideas into reality. So I'm getting a really interesting image here. You guys could have thought that things were a bit of a trap door as a child. It's really bizarre. I think that some of you could have had the gift of second sight and not really understood it when you were growing up. And I'm just seeing like pathways of like stars. I don't know how many of you guys meditate and what happens if you guys get that swirling sort of star pattern when you're meditating. Do you know what I mean? There's something definitely very otherworldly about this, but I'm getting the feeling that some of you felt like you were responsible for things disappearing. This is really bizarre, like the images I'm getting. Because the Empress, like, she births new opportunities. Like, she brings things to life. I really think you guys had like almost like a superpower. Like almost like a shapeshifter type of thing going on. Really like just getting images of you guys being able to pop things into different dimensions or different rooms. Very, very fascinating. I've never seen this before the entire time I've been reading tarot cards. Very interesting. Does that sound familiar to anybody? I'm going to clarify that card. So we have the King of Pentacles too. So you guys really do have this inner child that's able to bring in new opportunities, and especially related to wealth and abundance. But it could be now that you're afraid of that, because when you were a child, like really young, like probably, you know, anywhere from 2 to 6, not understanding exactly how powerful you were, so backing away from it to some extent because you were making things. I really see like shape-shifting and astral traveling, like where you guys could really just move things around in different, like, interdimensional travel. Fascinating. Wow, I'm getting goosebumps here, you guys. Incredibly powerful. This is your inner child. And it probably got trained out of you at some point. So let's see what's going on here. Let's see an area of your life where your inner child causes trouble. So we've got the Two of Wands here, and this really talks about, like, there's my Canadian accent. This talks about, you know, going on your journey and moving forward. But if you're afraid of things disappearing, you might be sort of stuck in a treadmill type of a situation where you want to reach higher, but because things disappeared, you think it's your fault, but it's your creation. It's not your fault. It's your creation. Please say that again. It's not your fault. It's your creation. And you could have called things back. But as a child, like, you probably went, oh, you know, and now I'm going to get in trouble. So this sort of carries over here. So you've got the Two of Wands starting out on a journey. And you're like, well, I really want to try that. But what if poof, and it's gone, and it's my fault, and somebody gets mad at me? Fascinating. So how to nurture yourself in that area, Cancer. Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups, like, she's my favorite card for trying to center yourself. You know, she's got a cup of tea, and she's relaxing. She's by the water. It's funny, I was... my friend texted me the other day, and he's a spiritual advisor and energy healer in California. And he's like, oh, how are you? And he was going on and on and on about how every day's a blessing. And I'm like, get on with it, because I'm cranky. And he said, well, can you get out by the water? You know, so this is the first, like, water is so healing for you guys. And it could, like, sort of lull you back into a memory of how things were possible and not impossible. And look here, where the Two of Wands here, he's by the water too. So I feel like there's a trauma that needs to be healed here, because you probably got in trouble for making things vanish. You know. And it could have been your toys, you know. I think for some of you, it could have even been like your family pet. Like, you could have sort of abracadabraed the dog away or something like that. I'm seeing, you know, keys gone missing because you were experimenting. You were a kid, you know. So I think it's time you guys can go reconcile that power, and you can pull things back in from other dimensions and source to suit your every need with the King of Pentacles. I'm jealous of your reading. So let's see, where to set limits on your inner child. Six of Swords. Okay. All right. So it's time to stop thinking that the grass is going to be greener and things are going to unfold for you in a different part of the city or the country or around the world, because you can make things happen for you right where you are. You know, Six of Swords, it really talks about moving to greener pastures, to smoother water. As you can see, like, swords are not a very comfortable element in tarot. So, you know, the Six Swords are there. I'm taking all my pain. I'm going to go away. I'm leaving everything behind me because it keeps on happening. You know, things keep leaving, or you're afraid of making things vanish. You guys are really potently magic. You could be, like, really hiding behind other things because you're afraid of things leaving. And when things do leave because it's their own time, let's say if people pass away or, you know, something ends, you're still blaming yourself even though it's somebody else's timeline because of what happened when you were a child. So where to let your inner child run free? Fascinating. So you've got the Two of Swords. So this is kind of like a blank slate here, not making up your mind about anything, being open to the magic, just seeing things that are not really physically there yet. I really think that for some of you, and you can let me know if that's true, you're a little bit concerned about focusing too much on something because it alters. It's a little bit like the butterfly effect. When you focus a lot on something, it has a ripple effect into other things. But if you just take all this power that you have and focus on improving your life, oh, hey, I wouldn't mind a really high paying job, or, I really would rather not work at all. And you can just hit me up with some jackpot. That would be super cool. And anybody winning a jackpot, please remember that I do take donations. But, you can let your mind go blank and visualize your highest timeline and what you would like it to look like and who you would like to be there with you. And remember, if you get things wrong, you can fix it. I've never seen this depth of power in any reading ever. Gifts that will come from healing your inner child. Here's the Queen of Swords. So the Queen of Swords, she knows exactly what she's doing. So when you can go back and sort of make a little bit more sense out of what was going on, when you understand that you are capable of all this sort of, and I'm getting words like extraterrestrial, and don't be afraid of it, you guys. I mean, there's a lot of travel that can be done on different planes, and people do this when they're sleeping. They do this intentionally. You really feel in control of what's going on here with the Queen of Swords, and she's sort of laid back, and she's like, yeah, you guys can call me whatever you want, because people are considered a little bit freakish when you can do this by outside society. So this is probably something that you not want to be sharing with a whole lot of people unless you can super duper trust them. It was like, what's that show? I Dream of Genie, and you guys are the genie in the bottle, and you're afraid to pull the stopper and let that power out. But once you understand that you can use it all for your own good, without harming anybody, then you'll turn into the Queen of Swords, who is like, yeah, I rock. Thank you very much. And I'm just going to protect everything that's mine because you worked so hard for it with your energy. You have a lot of like divine feminine energy here. And I just see that you're using this ability for everything good, for everyone good in your life. And just remember, like, this is going to come with a bit of a disclaimer. You know, your karma does come around. So, you know, just keep all your intentions when you're using this level of this magnitude of ability. Keep it clean. You know, you got to keep it well intentioned, because life is a circle and your energy will come back around to you. So, like, use the Two of Swords to be a clean slate and do things with an optimum intention. Very, very fascinating and intriguing read for you guys. Yeah, like I said, I'm #jelly. So guys, yeah, let me know what you think. Take care. Bye.